What's up, y'all? Truth Tiger. I'm gonna talk about some weird, like spirit, like Ascension syndrome, or some weird spiritual experiences I have where my senses become like really sharp and really powerful. Just the other day, I was by a hand sanitizer thing, and I could smell it so strong. A lady put on hand sanitizer. I was standing probably about 6 feet away from her, and I could smell it, like I could smell that alcohol thing in my mouth so strong. It was like it made me like kind of shake a little bit. It reminded me of being like 18 years old or so at some party, and you have that vodka like Skull. It's like $10. It comes in a plastic bottle. You take a shot. You feel like you need to puke afterwards. It tastes like industrial, like an industrial solvent or something. Like I had that smell like deep in my, like I was like, for like 5 seconds straight, I could just smell it. I'm like, oh my god, that's so strong. I can like smell like the alcohol in the hand sanitizer, like in the back of my nose. I'm like, oh my god, like it was crazy. And I'll have other experiences where I'll smell something and it smells bad, and I'm like, what smells so bad? And I'm smelling my own like my own back of my throat, in the middle of the day, whatever, you haven't brushed your teeth, it's like a little food gets in there from lunch, whatever. Or I'll like smell in the back of my nose and I can like smell my own boogers, and I'm like, it smells a little weird. I'm like, oh, I'm smelling inside my own body. What? Like I've never did that before. It's insane. And another time, this was about a year ago, I was outside going for a jog, and at that point in time, I was struggling with my asthma. I wasn't in the best shape, was struggling, doing this jog, and I paused for a little bit, kind of take some meditative breaths, reset myself, get some breath back to try to get myself refocused and in the zone to finish it. And once I do that, I'm running, and I'm wearing a tracksuit while I run, and I hear this clinking noise, like clink, 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 and I keep hearing it over and over again. I'm like, what is that? What's that clinking noise? I'm like, what? I just keep hearing it. What's clinking around? And I'm wearing this track top, kind of similar to what I have here, and the zipper is like clinking against itself. And I've been doing that the whole time, but my awareness was raised to that where I could hear it, and I'm like, holy God, like I can hear that? I'm picking up on that? What? Whoa, like my senses became crazy strong. That's nuts. And kind of a weird segue, but I used to work with like autistic kids, and I remember we had these blueberry candies, and I would say to them, hey, you want a blueberry candy? And like multiple of them, not just one of them, like I would have this thing of candy. It would be in the wrapper. They'd be standing again about 6 feet away from it. And they go, man, it really smells of blueberries. Man, that's a really strong blueberry smell. And I'm standing next to it. I'm like, I can't smell anything. You can smell that all the way from there? What? That's weird. And I don't know what it is or how that works, or if that gives them extra senses, or if they're less in the matrix because of because of their condition, and they can just like they're less chained up in the mind. I don't know what causes this, but it's really crazy. It's really cool. It's really awesome. It can be a little bit jarring sometimes. Like I've had times where I've taken a bite of food and like the flavor from the food was so strong. Like I've had times where I took a bite of salmon and the fishy flavor from the salmon was so strong. I took a bite and I was like, oh, like I could barely eat it because of how just like the flavor just like way overwhelmed me. I've also had this where, I drank a cup of coffee, same thing, or I smoke cigarettes sometimes, not healthy, whatever, but I do, and I've had it where I'm having this, and I take one drag, and it's like the strongest thing in the world. It's like I smoked a whole cigar all at once, or it's like I was doing chewing tobacco or something, and I dropped the cigarette on the ground immediately, and like was like, I'll have another smoke tomorrow. I can't do this right now with how strong my senses are going. So yeah, like I'll just get super senses sometimes, but it's not all the time though. Like it turns on and off. Like it's not. I'll just have these moments where I'll just suddenly have like super powerful senses, but Most of the time, my senses are normal, but sometimes it's just like I have this really, really strong senses. So, yeah, that's what I got for this. But yeah, God bless you all. Everything is through God. God knows the mysteries of these kinds of things, and God created this very intricate world, and there's so much higher dimensions and higher heavens and higher realms above us. I don't know how this all works, but I'm going to share my experiences. Some of you all might have had these experiences too. So comment below if you've had an experience like this. And yeah, much love to you all. God bless you all. We are on this spiritual journey together. So yeah, let's elevate. All right, peace out.